Kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Once upon a time, in a land where magic and reality intertwined, there lived a young man named Boris. He wasn't ordinary by any means, for he always dreamed of wielding magic and changing his world for the better. One day, as he wandered through the misty forest near his village, he came upon a mysterious creature, a spirit bear named Ursa. Ursa was no ordinary bear, she was the keeper of ancient secrets and the maker of powerful pacts. Her eyes sparkled with stars, and her voice was like a gentle breeze through the autumn leaves. Boris, enchanted by her presence, gathered his courage and spoke. "Oh, wise Ursa," he said, "I seek the power to change my fate, to bring prosperity to my village, and to vanquish the shadows that threaten our lands. Will you make a pact with me?" Ursa studied Boris, her eyes deep pools of wisdom. "I can grant you the power you seek," she replied, "but every pact has its price. What are you willing to give in return?" Boris pondered, his heart filled with determination. "If it's gold or jewels you want, I have little to offer," he confessed. Ursa shook her head gently. "It is not treasure I seek, but something more precious. The cost of this pact is a memory, one that you hold dear." Boris's eyes widened in surprise. "A memory? But why would you take something so personal and cherished?" The spirit bear explained, "Memories are the threads that weave the fabric of your soul. They are precious indeed." She paused for a moment before continuing, "Your most cherished memory is the price. Think carefully, young one. Would you trade a part of your past for the power to shape your future?" Boris closed his eyes and reflected on his happiest memory, a sunny afternoon playing with his sister. He knew the joy and warmth it brought him, the very essence of love and family. He stood at a crossroads, torn between his desire for magical prowess and the longing to keep his treasured memory. After a long, contemplative silence, Boris opened his eyes, determination ablaze within them. "I accept your price, Ursa," he declared. "I will give you my most cherished memory." Ursa nodded with understanding, her eyes kind. "As you wish, young Boris," she said softly. "With this pact, you shall possess the magic you seek." As the pact was made, Boris felt a part of his soul change, a strange blend of nostalgia and emptiness. He blinked, feeling both lighter and heavier all at once. With his newfound powers, Boris returned to his village, wielding magic to help his people flourish. He watched crops grow bountifully, rivers flow unpolluted, and the shadows flee the borders of their land. Yet, in the quiet moments, Boris would feel a peculiar ache in his heart. Though he had the power he longed for, he found himself searching for a happiness that seemed just out of reach. In gaining his future, he had traded a fragment of his past, learning that the true price of the pact was not just a memory lost, but the emptiness it left behind. And so, Boris continued his journey, a guardian of his village, ever reminded of the price he paid to wield the power of magic. Once upon a time, in a world not very different from ours, there lived a young boy named Boris. Boris had a wild imagination, but nothing could prepare him for the discovery he was about to make. One sunny afternoon, while exploring the deep, mysterious forest near his village, Boris stumbled upon an ancient cave. Inside, the walls were decorated with beautiful paintings of animals, bears, wolves, eagles, and even mighty whales. Each painting seemed almost alive, shimmering in soft hues. As Boris wandered the cool, echoing chambers, he suddenly felt a warm, enveloping glow. Turning around, he came face to face with a giant bear spirit, luminous and wise. It spoke in a voice that sounded like the rustling of leaves, "I am the bear spirit, guardian of this land." Boris, a bit startled but also enchanted, listened carefully as the bear spirit told him of the spirits of the beasts. The bear spirit explained that the world was in danger, and the spirits were needed to restore the balance. Understanding the gravity of the situation, Boris promised the bear spirit he would help. But he couldn't do it alone, he needed to find the others, spirits of the wolf, the eagle, and the whale. His adventure began with the wolf spirit. Following the bear spirit's guidance, Boris ventured into the snowy mountains. There, under the dancing auroras, he met the wolf spirit, whose eyes were like glowing moons. The wolf spirit howled, a sound that echoed through the valleys and summoned the strength of the pack. Inspired by courage, Boris continued his quest to the towering cliffs where the eagle spirit resided. The eagle, with wings that eclipsed the sun, taught Boris to see the world from different heights and perspectives. Finally, Boris journeyed to the endless ocean. On the open waters, amid the crashing waves, he found the whale spirit. This giant of the sea sang songs that carried the weight of ancient wisdom. With each spirit joining his cause, Boris learned the true value of harmony, courage, and leadership. Each spirit gifted him a special token, a reminder of their unity. Back at the forest, with the alliance formed, the spirits gathered their energies to face the looming threat, a dark shadow spreading fear and chaos across the lands. But united, they stood strong, their collective spirits pushing back the darkness. And thus, Boris and the spirits of the beasts protected their world, teaching everyone the beauty of unity and the significance of nature's balance. Together, they watched over the land, knowing that as long as their alliance stood, peace would reign. From that day on, Boris was not just a boy with a wild imagination, he was the herald of a new era. He became the friend of the spirits, a guardian of the earth. And every time he closed his eyes, he could still see the shimmering paintings in the cave, a testament to the enduring power of the spirits of the beasts. Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant forest, there lived a mighty warrior named Boris. Boris was no ordinary warrior, he had been bestowed with incredible strength and agility by a magical sacred tree. This tree was the heart of the forest, its ancient branches stretching toward the sky, leaves shimmering with a mystical glow. The sacred tree had gifted Boris these powers to protect the forest and all its inhabitants. For many years, Boris had used his abilities to fend off dangers, ensuring peace and harmony thrived in the land. But as all things in this world do, the sacred tree began to age. Its leaves dulled, and its bark cracked, whispering the inevitable cycle of life. Boris understood the signs, the tree's life was nearing its end. Boris felt a heavy weight in his heart. "Oh dear sacred tree," he spoke softly, his voice carried by the gentle breeze, "what shall I do without your strength? How will I protect the forest once you are gone?" The tree seemed to respond with a rustle of its leaves, a gentle reassurance that all was as it should be. Boris knew he had to accept this truth and prepare for what was to come. Weeks passed, and the day Boris feared finally arrived. The forest took on a hushed reverence as the sacred tree began its final journey. Boris stood vigilant, guarding the tree. The whole forest seemed to gather in a solemn celebration of life and renewal. The birds sang a gentle melody, the deer and rabbits hopped silently, as the leaves of the sacred tree began to fall one by one. Boris felt a change within him, the strength imbued by the tree started to fade. His heart raced with worry, yet intertwined with an acceptance of the natural cycle. Suddenly, there was a glimmer among the fallen leaves. Boris knelt down and found a single seed glowing softly, a gift from the sacred tree. From this seed, a new tree would grow, bringing a new source of strength and protection to the forest. With tears of joy and mixed emotions, Boris planted the seed into the rich soil. Boris vowed to nurture it with the same love and care the sacred tree had given him. As days turned to weeks, Boris found that even without his former powers, he was still capable of protecting the forest. Using his wisdom and courage instead, he had been the student, yet now, he would become the mentor, guiding the new tree as it took root and flourished. And so, the cycle of life continued, with Boris understanding that the real strength came not from powers, but from wisdom, love, and resilience. The forest remained safe under his watchful eye as a new chapter began, and the memory of the sacred tree lived on in every leaf that danced in the gentle wind.
If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell, so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.